Am I even surprised? I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm not even shocked. Let's be honest at this point. Let's be real with ourselves. Is it even surprising that we've lost the game today? This Man United team have shown time and time again, whenever we've been presented with an opportunity to show, that we are moving in the right direction, that we are turning a leaf, this is what happens. This has to be the most inconsistent, the most unpredictable Manchester United team I've ever seen in my life. I'll be so real. We take one step forward, 2 steps back. It's actually laughable at this point, Whenever this team, gets an opportunity like today, because if we had won today's game, we would have been in 4th. Every single time we get presented with these opportunities, we fumble it. We fumble it. Time and time again. It's getting ridiculous. At this point, it's getting predictable. It's actually getting predictable with this team. I just come back from the SDS NDL game, Baller League. So I was at the Copper Box Arena. So I didn't even get a chance to watch this game. So I've watched the highlights. Because I get a notification telling me Idrissa Gueye's been sent off. So I'm thinking, maybe there was a bad challenge there. I'm thinking it's a reckless challenge. Maybe it's a dangerous play. I come to find out the guy got sent off because he slapped his own teammate. So they made it easy for us. They made it easier for us. They said, you know what? We'll play this game 10 men. We'll play 10 men against you guys. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play against you guys 10 men. And you know what? We still back ourselves. We still think we can win the game. In WWE, that's basically a handicap match. That's basically a handicap match. You're playing with one man less. It's a handicap match. Let's put it that way. And we still failed. We still couldn't score a goal. For 18 minutes of that game, we're chasing pretty much most of that game anyway. Against 10 men Everton at home. And this is the result. And I've listened to Ruben Amorim's post-match conference talking about, this today they start with low intensity. Brother, I don't care. Wallahi, I genuinely, brother, at this point, I don't care. Because every time we win, it's the intensity was great. When we lose, the intensity was poor. Brother, it's not about intensity at this point. It's either there's a problem with you, or there's a problem with these players, or maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. Maybe you're not a good manager, and maybe these players are just not good enough, and it's a bad mix. That's how I'm reading it at this point. You're talking about intensity. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear intensity when you're playing against 10 men for pretty much most of that game. Why do you keep saying intensity? Clearly, they're not fit enough to wear the shirt. And question marks also has to be given to you, because at the end of the day, regardless of what's happened, and I understand, it's not just on the manager. The manager can't control these players. I get it. But at the end of the day, the team is a reflection of the manager. And ultimately, the responsibility falls on Ruben Amorim's head. Whether that's fair or not, that's how football works, unfortunately. So he has to take full accountability. He has to take full responsibility for this team and for these results. And I've said about this Manchester United team multiple times, and they've proved it yet again today, is that when we play against teams that are better than us, all of a sudden we have this desire, this hunger, this intensity Ruben Amorim keeps talking about. But when we play against teams that we are expected to win, teams that at home I expect us to get the 3 points, we look a shadow. We don't even look like a football team. I know I just said I came back from the SDS and NDL game at Baller League, but I promise you, I genuinely feel at this point, I genuinely believe if I was to field 11 of those players, the SDS FC boys I'm talking about, by the way, if I got 11 of them to play against this Manchester United team, there's a chance they can get a result. On my life, there's a chance that SDS FC could nick a result against this Manchester United team. Just because of the mentality of this Manchester United team, every time they play against a team that they think they're better than. It's becoming a joke. It's pathetic. Generally, it's getting pathetic at this point, And I know I said at the start of the video, I'm not upset. I'm not getting angry. But the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more angry I'm getting, because I look at the Premier League right now, it's probably the weakest it's ever been. You got Aston Villa, for example, didn't win their first few games. Look where they are in the league. You got Liverpool, for example, this season playing poorly. They're sitting in mid-table. You got Chelsea sitting in second. Why? Why are Chelsea sitting in second? It's because they're taking their chances when it comes to getting those 3 points. They're making sure that they're getting those results. Ultimately, Chelsea are getting those results. Whether or not they're playing well, it doesn't matter. They are getting the results, which is why they're currently sitting in second behind Arsenal. If we had won today, we would have been sitting in 4. But guess where we are now? Let me check the table. I don't even know where we are on the table. See? I haven't even checked the table. That's how bad it is. Let me check. Where is Manchester United on the table? And now we're in 10th. We're sitting in 10th now. So, a game that we could have won, that I feel like we should have won, given that we're playing against 10 men for 80 minutes. Had we won today's game, we sit in 4th. Instead, we find ourselves in 10th. That's the reality. That's the reality of this football club. And that's why I didn't want to get carried away with this whole undefeated thing, because I knew a result like this would be round the corner. I knew. Bro, it was too good to be true. Honestly, generally, it was too good to be true. And now we find ourselves again, at mid-table. Yes, the same way, I did get carried away with the undefeated streak. I'm not going to let this loss get the better of me, in the sense that I'm not going to start now throwing my toys at the pram. But there needs to be serious questions asked about this football club, about these players, and about this manager. Because I look at the next few fixtures, and I know on the United Quad podcast, I know on SDS, I said that, there are winnable games. But now, I take that back. I take that statement back, because I'm not sure now. I look at those fixtures again, and now I have doubts. I don't know if we're going to win the next game now. And it's crazy, because I know you're going to say, oh, but you're switching up too quick. But can you really, really blame me? Be honest. Can you really, really blame me when you look at how inconsistent this team is? We play against Liverpool. We play against Brighton. Even the Arsenal game that we lost on the first game of the season. You look at those performances, and I just don't understand why we can't keep those performances consistent. I just don't understand. It's almost like you play against these smaller teams, or the teams that you think in your mind that you're expected to win, and it's almost like you lose your powers. It's like, it's gone. It's just disappears. It's zap. It's like you forgot how to play football. I watched the highlights, and I'll be real honest with you, I don't think I saw any clear-cut chances. I don't think I saw a single clear-cut chance, other than maybe Xerxes' header that was saved. That was a pretty good save from Pickford. There's no real clear-cut chances. We're not creating enough chances. We're taking shots, here and there, half shots or half chances here and there, but we're just not creating enough chances. I feel like clear-cut chances, but also we're not clinical enough as well. We're not scoring enough goals. Now we're in a position where we need to see how this team performs over the next few games, because then that will really tell us whether those 5 games were just a purple patch or if today was just a blip. So the next few games are going to be really, really important, because I'm not going to lie to you, bro. If we lose another game like that, especially at home, the pressure's going to be on the manager. I'll be so real. The pressure's going to be on the manager, because when AFCON comes, by the way, we're going to lose Mbeumo. We're going to lose Ahmad. So this squad is only going to get more depleted. It's going to get weaker. If we cannot get results over these next few games, it's dark. And I know Everton have been a good team. I know going into this game, they were only 3 points behind us, and they have a good manager, and they do have some quality players, but there's no excuses. Generally, there's no excuses, So, yeah, it's going to be interesting now to see where things go. But yeah, man, it is what it is. And what annoys me is that I literally came back for such a high. Shout out to SDSFC boys. We just picked up a huge victory in the Beta Squad derby against NDLFC. We ended up winning the game 5-4. I was with the ultras in the stand. The atmosphere was incredible in the arena. So I've come from this high. I was on a high. I can't lie to you. Adrenaline. I was sweating. The whole place was just, it was electric. I can't lie. To then looking at my phone, seeing the result, and literally my mood just crashed. At this point in time, that's what Manchester United does to you. It's unpredictable at this point. I don't know what they have in store for me. Game to game, I don't know what team I'm going to get. I don't know what performance I'm going to get. And I don't know what result I'm going to get. And I can't lie to you, I can't keep living like this, man. Generally, I can't keep living like this, man. It's dark. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video there, because I don't think I'm in the mood to carry on, to be honest with you. But it is what it is.